Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie, and welcome back if you're coming back to see me again. It's always nice to have returners. I call those friends. Okay, so today I'm doing a video for a little collaboration. It's just a fun collaboration in Junk Journals Inspiration and Ideas, hosted by Mandy and Justine. I'll put all the links down below and you'll see what I'm talking about, because I can't always remember everything that needs to be remembered at the time I need to say it. Okay, so my prompt was to make an envelope out of book page. They're keeping it fun and simple and easy, and so am I. Book page is really simple and easy. But book page doesn't have to just be a book page. It can be pretty. It's okay to make it pretty. I think it's okay to make it pretty anyways. So what I do is, let me show you my one that I'm just making a few bases so that I can put them away and use them later in journals that I'm going to be making. I have a secret garden one, springtime journal that I'm going to be making next year, so this will be perfect for that. It's just super simple, right? You fold this and you fold that. Can't get more simple than that. I get a little more picky on things when I'm doing stuff like this because I want my writing to be the right way up, especially if it's a book page that I like. And these book pages that I'm using are out of the Little Women book that I'm trying to use up. I'm using it up sparingly though. I'm not in a hurry to get it used up. I'm just, you know, it's one of my favorite books. So, yeah. So what I did was, I just folded it and folded it, but let me show you. Well, let me start at the beginning, okay? These are my examples. I haven't put my Velcro on these yet, but I'll come back and show you them in a minute when I'm when I'm ready for that part. Okay, so what I do is I get a piece of book page, or I get a book page, okay? And what I do is put it on here. It's just a piece of paper, whatever paper you use in your printer, doesn't matter. Nothing special, just I get teeny weeny little bits of tape, all right? And I stick this to the very top. You know, if you do that, go ahead and do that. I'm just putting a little teeny weeny little, this is low tack tape. It just needs a little bit of tacking down on the edge that's going to go through first, okay? The rest of it is just going to follow through. On my printer, that's what it does. So you put this in your printer. Mine goes through around this way, so I would put it in upside down with my book page on the bottom of the sheet. Then it pulls it through and it prints on the whole page, giving you a book page full of beautiful whatever you printed on it. So it would be beautiful because you pick what you print. I've got a lot of freebies on my website if you want to go on there and peruse some of those. I've got some beautiful backgroundy type things that would work for that. So just print whatever you want to print on that. And this is one of the freebies on my website. So you can go print whatever you want to print on it and have it come out really pretty. So this is where I am. After I print it, I trim up. You'll have a little bit of place that you need to trim off the top of your paper so that you take off where the tape was, because you'll have a little bit of not printed on. Just a teensy bit. And then you just trim around whatever size you want it to be. This book has some pretty good sized pages, so I wasn't worried about having to trim off anything. You know, it was fine. So I use my decollage. You don't have to do that either. Just trim however you want to trim it in whatever shape, form, or fashion. Just do that. Let me get these out of the way. So what I did was I used 2 pages, okay? I used 2 pages because I wanted my writing to be right side up. Here, here, and here. Now on the back, you just have to live with it being upside down back there. Or I live with it being upside down back there. If you didn't put 2 pages together, you would have right side up, upside down, and upside down. You see what I'm saying? If you put 2 pages together, though, you got a better shot at getting more right side up text. If that is something that you're interested in. So yeah, what I do then for these, you don't have to sew them. You can just absolutely glue it down, all right? But what I did was to put this together. I literally just held it like this and got it lined up, and then okay, don't hold on to things. That's okay. Then I just tacked it down. Not a lot, just enough to hold it in place, right? Just glue stick, any kind of glue you've got. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want to use it, you know. So then I'm going to do, now I didn't print on the backs of these papers because I was going to put them together. Now if you're not going to put 2 sheets together, you can also send it right back through the printer and print on the back of it. I've done that before. But I just really do like it to be as much right side up text as I can get. Yeah, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So after you get it folded, now look, you're going to have a fold at the bottom that's going to be your bigger fold because you're going to have this for your pouch, right? Okay, and then fold it down here. You want to leave an inch or even more for your flap. You don't want this to fold right over this because that makes it difficult to get things in and out. You want some room here in this area so that you can get things in and out easier. Now at this point you would either sew it or glue it. Excuse me. So as I have some already to that point, I'm trying to be organized. Okay. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you about this other option. Okay. If you don't want to send it through your printer, or if you don't have a printer that you trust to do that with, do some stenciling. I stenciled these butterflies on this page, and I did some stamping over here with some butterflies. Do something just to pretty up your page. You know, it's just better than just a blank, well, book page is fine, but, you know, do something to pretty up your page. So I've got these to the point of being sewn. Now, you don't have to sew this part down here. I just did it for decorative. It looks like it's got a lacy bit of stuff on it, which, you know, I put lace on the other one anyways. But so once you get to this point, you've got them together. You've sewed around. You want to sew or glue really good right here, and leave this open, and then you've got your envelope ready to do whatever you want to do with it. So this one I just used a simple little zigzag stitch to go around it. I didn't like it as good as I did the bigger zigzaggy stitch. I don't know, I'm kind of picky. So just pick out whatever stitch you want to use, or just use glue. You don't have to. I'm going to sew this because I'm making bases for that journal I was telling you about. So I will sew around this, and then if you are going to sew, make sure you sew this part first and then, you know, sew it around. Cause yeah. But yeah, after you get this, if you're not going to sew, after you get this part kind of tacked together, you want it to be where you want it to be and holding still, then go around your edges with your good glue and just glue them down. If you're not going to sew it, just glue it down. It'll be fine. And then you can just glue here and here. Close it up. Same thing. All right? Super simple. Keep it easy, right? Okay, now, if you want this to close, you can make a policy closer, but even putting 2 book pages together, you're still working with a rather thin material, right? So, to start poking holes in it would be, I mean, sewing is poking holes in it, but they're very small. But to put a big hole and then it might tear and rip, I would probably recommend just doing the Velcro dot or some other, just put a tie. Like if you're going to stick it to a page, put some ribbon underneath it and tie it here. That way the ribbon's back there. It's going to stay where it stays. And you can just tie it that way. Or just put the Velcro dots, which is what I'm going to do. Because I like the Velcro dots. They're fun. So you want to put it somewhere in the middle-ish, right? Let me see. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're about 6, yeah, 6 inches. So right here-ish, would be my center-ish point. Okay. All right. So we've got the bottom. This is my little thing I do. I'm sure everybody does this. You just stick that one on there. 'Cause, I mean, it's sticky on its own, right? So you don't have to put glue around or whatever. Or these ones are. Then you just fold it over. Give it a pressing. And then it just comes right off. And it holds it down now. So I've got a nice base to put in my journals. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one as well. Because, yeah, I made them, I thought, well, you know, I know that's upside down, but you know what? The stuff that people are going to see the most is right side up. So, yeah, it is what it is, right? Okay, let me get to where I can see where my middle is. Ish. Yep. Right there. And be careful where you lay these on your desk, because I don't know if you can see that, but it's hard for me to see that. Oh my word. The other day when I was doing this, I was looking everywhere for them, and they were right there. You can't see them. Because they're the invisible back, you know, you can already see that, right? And you just have this little puffy one up here. So they're on acetate, and yeah, you can't see that. So, anyways, and for me, I'm gonna put lace here because it's pretty. And like I said, when you stitch around it, you can give it a sort of a lacy look if you use a really big zigzag. And I put lace there. It just makes it pretty. Now, when it goes into a journal, then you decorate it more. It's pretty as is. But you put something that goes with the journal that you're making, right? So, I hope you guys can give this a try. Give it a go. It's super simple and easy. If you don't want to sew, don't. Just use glue. Put lace on there. You can put lace all around it. And then it looks like you sewed, right? It's fine. So, yeah, just give it a try. Have fun with it. Book pages are simple and easy to work with. And generally, we have those laying around somewhere, right? A little bit of tape. And just enough to tack it down, because when you take it back off, you want it to come off and not rip your page or anything like that. So, yeah. That's my book page envelope that I do. I know there's a lot of different ways to do this. There's gobs of ways to do this. You can use an envelope punch board. I didn't want to do that because, you know, you got to get a square and you got to... This way I don't have any scraps hanging around waiting for another adventure. I don't like scraps. I like to use everything up. So, anyways, hope you guys will give it a go and have fun with this. Try the print out thing. It's really easy when you just put that little bit of tape on there. Your printer will just shoot it right through. It doesn't know anything about what you should and shouldn't do. It's fine. Or mine does, okay? I hope yours will. I don't think there'll be a problem. It's super easy. Okay. Have fun. You guys take care. Please like and subscribe. Please, please, please. Thanks for watching. TTFN.